Hello Pisces, and thank you so much for joining me for the New Year, January 2021 video tarot reading with Animal Totem. My name is Vickieverlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I create decks, which we're going to use today, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck. Then we're going to use the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. And then finally, if you're a Patreon supporter, we're going to use the story cards for our bonus reading. I've thoroughly shuffled these decks, and I put them in this loose thing just so I can get a very loose shuffle. And I like to just let Spirit just kind of pull them out. I think that that's the best types, or when you're shuffling and they fly out of your hand, those are the cards that come directly from Spirit. I feel like you really can't control that, because a lot of times I've noticed I've been reading for over 30 years, and I noticed that when I'm reading for myself especially, I always feel like I could make it, by shuffling and cutting the cards, I can make it turn out the way I want it to, This way you can't make it turn out the way you want it to. That's one of the things, another reason that I do this method. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So you're building up some kind of, that was a reflection of the card, the thing across there. But anyways, I saw this, the card was reflecting off the doorway, or the glass in the door over there, like this bright light shined. So maybe there's a bright light shining on you. Sometimes this, I might put that as your headline, bright light shining on you. I'll just put it that way, light shining on you. Because sometimes this card is acknowledgement. I usually use this more as the apprentice. You're building your future. Maybe you're studying a new field, or you want to go back to school, or you're learning some new skills. But people are noticing. Sometimes I use it like that, how people are noticing, and they are, they're checking you out, and they're noticing, and they're noticing what you're doing, and you're doing good stuff. They're impressed. It's impressive. You're shining. That light just flashed. When I picked up the card, your light is shining big time, and it's because Spirit is definitely working on your behalf. Of all the signs, you are the one who's the most always in sync with Spirit and in line with Spirit and working with your higher guidance. It's a natural thing with the Pisces, But what we have next to it is we have the Hierophant in reverse. So that tells us that it may end up being a little different than you actually thought it would be. You got to be open to what Spirit is offering. You're going to get the accolades, or you're going to be able to shine, or you're going to be able to learn this. Whatever you're wanting to do, you're going to be able to do it. But it's highly likely that it won't occur in the way that you're actually thinking with the Hierophant reverse. It's going to be more what your higher guidance is thinking, and we're able to see from the bigger perspective, and be open to go with that and allow those things to come flowing through you. Four of Rods is here. Some of you might be moving. Maybe you're building a house. Some of you might be building a house or doing some kind of big remodel in your home. But there's going to be changes in your home that are going to be very favorable and positive, and a much happier situation. Seven of Cups, your long-term dreams and goals are becoming a reality. And I feel like it's taking shape in the form of this home. Now, home might be the actual building that you're living in, but home could also be your home base, your home, your life, your home base. Things in your life are kind of taking shape. I like that this is right by this Temperance card here, because that tells me that they're listening. You're asking, well, I want maybe if it's a house, I want a house that's in a quiet neighborhood, and I want an attached garage, and I want a patio, 4 bedrooms, whatever, 2 baths, you're required. This is your list. This is your wish list, or your requirements, or what you're trying to create or manifest. Like I'm going to show you in a minute with these drawings that I'm doing. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it too. But they're hearing. They're taking the order. Okay, 4 bedrooms, quiet neighborhood, and they're putting together this perfect scenario, and it's coming into fruition, and it's coming through, and it's manifesting. This talks about things coming back to you that have been missing or taken away, and usually it's in the form of just feeling better, like just your life is getting better or easier. The less you fight, and you're always, Pisces are so in the flow, but some people, you fight against it. That's our biggest obstacle in our human incarnation, fighting against the flow, blocking our own blessings. Don't block your blessings. So ask for what you want, and it's really starting to manifest and come through. You've got 6 of Rods down here. This is some major triumph and victory. When you follow it down like this is going to be whatever you're building or trying to make. This is it in the dream world. This is it in your imagination, in your dream world. This is it in rock solid. It's in, it's in reality. It's actually happening in the reality, and it's creating this reality, and it's turning out perfect. It's turning out exactly how you wanted it to. You're coming out victorious. Some of you, it could be, you may get a job where you could work from home, or you may have to move to take this job, but it's so much you just can't pass it up. The reason, because this card can sometimes refer to moving, but also with the Chariot in there. A lot of times Chariot is actual travel, journey, moving, things like that. So you may actually move to take a job. By the way, Chariot in itself is the highest success card in the entire deck. It's victory, triumph. It's really taking things up to the next level, in a major way, especially when it shows up near the Six of Rods. These are the two big success cards in the deck. I'm going to put successes everywhere, because I think that's really more the message everywhere. And in the midst of all this, and definitely in this midst of these two big success cards right in the middle here, we've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords may be an air sign, an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. He's in the upright position. He's pointing up. Look at his. I always look at where his sword points to, too. And his sword is pointing way up here at these dreams. So this is like, yay, I see it. I actually see it coming to fruition. I actually see it happening. And he's part of it. He or she, it could be anybody. But they could be an air sign, which is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra. It also could be coming in the time of air. And the time of air would be later in the month. After the 19th, we move from Capricorn into Aquarius. So that's air sign time. Okay, let me go ahead and grab the animal totem cards for the next portion. Real quick announcement. I still, by popular demand, I'm going to extend the availability of the year ahead reading for at least maybe the first 10 days of January. So if you haven't got it and you want to get it, don't email me. Just go order it from my site, okay? At least get your order in that first week of January, because it's, then it won't be available till next year. But anyways, your animal totem flew right out, and it's the cheetah. And that's very much a spiritual totem, big time. It's also a very abundant card as well. Empath, healer, prolific creator. Things happening at lightning speed. Staying alert to synchronistic signs. The path of the soul practitioner. Well, the abundant part of it is really, well, the empath too, the empath healer, that's you all day. You are naturally an empath and a healer. All Pisces are. You have that in your old souls. But this, what the thing about the prolific creation is, they're very abundant. They have a lot of babies because their babies get killed. So they have to, almost like rabbits, they keep producing. And you keep producing and you keep producing, and finally something's going to hit. Something's going to be the hit that puts you in the place that you want to be. That's true with a lot of creative people. That's true with me. I mean, I put out decks. I put out all sorts of astrology, art, and different. Some fly and some don't. I don't get hung up on it. That's the thing. You can't get emotionally attached or hung up on it. You got to just be like, well, whatever the universe is going to show me, whatever the best thing is, So that's where you're at with this month. Real quickly, I think this would be of interest to a lot of Pisces because you are so in tune with flow and everything that I was talking about with this, visualizing what you want to create and all this stuff. There's this practice, it goes by a lot of names. I've been calling it art for spiritual growth and enlightenment. So I had my birthday a couple days ago, and I did, it's journaling and it's doodling and there's painting. I do a lot of the painting stuff with the layers of all the energy and stuff, but for my solar return, I wanted to just do a little doodle. So it started out as a sun, turned into a flower, and these are all the things that I wanted to manifest, and you get a lot out of this. It's not, well, I mean, I'm pretty artistic, so I drew a pretty picture, but it doesn't have to be a pretty picture. You don't have to have any art, anything. So I thought I need to share this with everybody. So I put together a video. I said, well, I'm going to do one for the year ahead, 2021. And I put it together and I filmed along the way and I showed you what I was doing and the whole process. It incorporates so much. It incorporates coming through spirit. It incorporates unleashing your psychological mind, not your psychological mind, what am I trying to say? Your intuitive mind or your subconscious mind. I wrote it down because I thought of that before. Unleashing your subconscious mind. It involves co-creating your future, writing down your affirmations for the upcoming year and what you want to create in your life. And it's very meditative and it's very, you're just in the flow and you're just doing this thing. And then your monkey mind can get out of the way and you can really set up a direct link. I mean, it's so many different things going on at once, but yet it's really fun. And you don't need colored pencils or anything. You could paint it if you want, and you could do markers, crayons, but you could just do a pencil or pen and paper. You don't need anything fancy. I wanted to color. I was having fun coloring. And the coloring too is like childlike, and it kind of releases, it gets you back in that creative, get rid of all your worries and stress, So I put up a free video for everybody. So that's my gift for everybody for the new year. I hope that you'll, try it at home. You could watch the whole thing first and then go back and work along with me. That's usually how I do these little video classes. I'll watch the whole thing and then go back and do it. Or you could just watch it live with me and pause it and work along with me if you want. But I explain the whole process, and it's really cool. It's really beneficial, and it really has helped me a lot in healing and spiritual growth. And it's a very powerful tool. It really, really is. While you're just doodling and having fun. So check it out. I think everyone can benefit from it. I want to thank you all for tuning in and supporting me through Patreon and subscribing and donating and purchasing my wares and everything that you do all the time, all year long, Pisces. Thank you again for all your support. Remember your love and beauty incarnate. Have a great new year and a great January. We'll talk again soon.